What's up, everybody? It's Tin Can Man 47. I'm back playing the beginner's guide. So we left off. I guess I can't play after I left off. So yeah, we're on notes. So this one, I think there might be notes from other people left or some shit. So we'll see what the deal is here.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person.
Okay. Seems
In
like
retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over-enthusiastic. But he was very gracious about it and very patient with me.
Jesus Christ.
And
Holy
I
fucking
cooled off
shit.
eventually.
What happens if I just walk off this edge? Does the announcer get mad at me? Okay, I can't, but I assume the announcer will get mad at me.
Either way, to me they convey a sense of loneliness. I see this person who's filled with thoughts and feelings and beliefs and has no way to express them except as scattered and unheard voices in a game that wasn't meant to be played. But it's ironic, isn't it, that in playing this game and seeing how alone Coda often felt, that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me.
What?
That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to
Can I
do
kill
less of
myself?
the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work.
I don't want you to know
This
me.
is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
Okay. This is weird. What's with the Jackson Pollock splatter painting over here? Who made that?
At the end of this level, we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Coda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one. In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Coda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on. And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Is that a typewriter? I don't know. None of this sits well with me, damn it. No, not the light post. Alright. The typewriters can stop, thanks. That's okay. That's quite enough.
Okay, this one's
Interesting.
tough. It's gonna kind of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
Am I a porn star? I've always wanted to be. Cool. Do I have to hang myself? Is that part of being a porn star? Alright, and real quick, I just want to give a shout out to this guy, Insanity. His name's INSA. Wait, give me a second. INSANITI, I think is his name. I don't know, I can't fucking spell. But yeah, I'll put a link to his channel in the comments. He asked for a shout out, and I will deliver. Depending on when this video comes out, 6 to 8 months. But yeah, so Insanity, don't say I didn't do nothing for you. And yeah, go sub to his channel. Let's get back into this. It's got some fucking sick beats going on downstairs. I like the artwork on that wall. That's alright. It's the same painting, like it. You know it's a good house when they have two paintings and they're both the same painting. Pass me the ecstasy, we're having a rave. Alright, I somehow made my way outside, or into a well, that's interesting.
See, like, this is it. The whole game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway.
I thought you liked all his games.
Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
What about the light post? Oh, okay. I want a giant hole in the ground. That's not quite what I asked for, thanks, but you know, I would like to see a picture of a horse on the wall. Alright, that's also not what I asked for, thank you. Maybe that's the third time's the charm. Skylight. Exactly. The table. I'm honestly thinking that you're not listening to me. I'm not quite sure that I want to answer this question at all. Tables were invented. That doesn't sound about right. That's okay. Well, okay, interesting.
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
That's. I assume that was what all the games are about, but apparently you found some sort of deeper meaning in all of them. Alright, thanks.
He
Cool.
throws it out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
The butthole? Is that the direction?
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
Cool. Back
Here's
in my
a version
prison.
where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside.
Oh,
Let me just
wow.
blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But
Is he descending into
doesn't
madness?
have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going, and then he hits on something.
What?
And he likes it.
He
And
murdered
that's
somebody?
it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
Gee, which one should I click on? I am indeed you. I think. I don't know. I'm still trapped in prison. Because I'm playing this game.
It's a conversation. And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
Wait, what? Now we're just getting to fucking alternate timelines and shit. I don't understand what the fuck's going on. I don't know how I got out. I didn't get out. What are you talking? I don't know. I don't know how to help you, buddy. Just tell me how you feel, buddy. Come on. It's not that difficult. It's not a fucking Rubik's Cube. Just tell me. How do you mean, how does it work? Do you feel like fucking slitting your own throat? Then tell me that, and you're gone. You do you? Okay, now I'm just doing, I'm just a fucking psychiatrist / therapist. I don't know the difference, whatever. And it's over, cool.
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice? So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Oh boy, that sounds like something way out of his reach. Coda's a fucking closet homosexual that never speaks to anybody. I don't know why
To me, this environment is
homosexual.
meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
Oh, I want to enter your dark transitional space, you know what I'm saying? This is a nice fucking house. Too bad there's a bunch of windows. I could just be watching you while you sleep jerking off. I mean, what? Fuck. Thought I might have to clean this entire house by myself, and right miserable that would have been. Why do we have such weird wood floors? No, lonesome hands make... What?
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat
Ooh,
system,
a skylight.
which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
Clear the table? Who fucking shat on these plates? Yeah, you're welcome, done. Seriously, though, these floors are weird. Somebody should have really done something about that. Just fucking doing your chores for you. What the fuck? These papers. Rest in the pit of my ribcage. My soul just can't be soothed any other way. What are you, fucking stuck there? You can't move? Why do I have to clean everything? God, I'm so fast at cleaning. No, what? Alright, I'll just keep doing your chores. You just fucking feel free to tell me anything at any time. Last time I checked, your fucking face needed a punching. How about that, huh? You fucking turd sandwich? God damn it. Ugh, did I just shit in the tub? Scattered books on the floor. Put them on the shelf. Wow, what a great cleaning simulator that I'm playing right now. Why are there windows here? What exactly are they looking at?
After the intense set of prison games, this house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful. I know that Coda really liked this game. Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was, like, grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Well, that's weird. He's taking a lot of methamphetamines. The tub has gotten dirty. Man, this tub gets dirty all the goddamn time. I swear you're not even fucking using it. I got stuck there for a second, that's fine. Yeah. Yeah, you suck. Yeah, books. Yeah. Just doing some more fucking chores for schmuckery-doo over here. What kind of books you got? Orchard Thief.
I'm glad he made this.
Pixelated
I'm glad he
nonsense.
found some peace.
Pillows on the couch.
But, of course, it can't last. The music stops, your companion is gone, it's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well.
I don't wanna.
You can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Is it? I still don't understand what the dark space is. I kind of zoned out while I was cleaning there for a while. I feel like I was onto something, and then I forgot because I was too busy emptying the tub of all the dirty doodles. It's a lamppost.
Which is the whole point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
Items you
This
love
one
at
gets
members
a
only
bit
prices. Yo, this lecture hall is looking a little empty, Teach. Ooh, I can be perfect. Is this gonna be on the test? Oh shit. I keep somehow moving up. I'm just so enthralled by the lecturer's speech. Is it easy? Because you're the one giving a goddamn lecture. I don't think you've done it perfect.
Perspective shifts.
Okay.
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly, you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Cool. Now I can lecture while within my students. Damn it, I can't walk up there. I need to really get personal with these kids. Someone gonna do something about that outside? Maybe if we could close the blinds or something. Ooh. Oh yeah, this. You know when it's a good teacher when they stand on top of the podium and just shit into the microphone. That's what my teachers do. You can see the teacher slowly unraveling as he says, as he gives out his lecture. The student's still listening intently, though. I like to hear that. Oh, I see. The yellow ones are the ones that... You know what? Fuck it. Let's get the fuck out of here.
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human.
I am
think about
perfect.
this game a lot these days.
Okay. I don't know, I thought the teacher was giving out a beautiful lecture on whatever it was he was telling us about. Oh my god. That scared the shit out of me. I knew it was gonna happen too, and I still scared the shit out of me. Well, that's some texture if I've ever seen one. I'm fucking charging the audience. Okay, it is? Okay, cool. Fuck you. Fuck, I fucked up. It's the conversation starter. Be a human being. How do I do that? Never heard of it. Pull tongue on the heartstrings right away. I'm not sure I know the tone of the conversation. I was reserved but knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. But I feel the setting. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. This corridor doesn't seem that long. I can walk it. I'm out ski. Peace. Okay, what does this one signify here? Fucking narrator? You douchebag? See if you can fucking unravel this one.
The game ends with this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Damn! Okay, I'm gonna stop here actually. So, I think this is a good stopping point. I'm not sure exactly. I'm gonna stop here. If you guys have any suggestions for videos that you want me to make in the future, please let me know. I got the game Typo Man recently, and I think I might make a video on that. I don't know if it would be entertaining or not. So, if you guys know what that game is, you know, then you can recommend it. But it's essentially fucking Limbo, you know, the game Limbo, but I don't know, it's kind of got some, its own fucking nuances and shit, so yeah. But other than that, you guys can recommend shit. I may or may not play it. Yeah, that's about it. See you guys later.